Hey, welcome to the show. I'm the Crypto Kid, and in these videos we take a look at Bitcoin and everything that's going on in the world of cryptocurrency. So if you're new to the channel, we do make daily videos and keep it relevant to what's going on in the news. So let's jump right in and take a look at Bitcoin Cash. BCH has been on a run. Now we have traced back a bit, but if we back up we can see that we've jumped staggeringly from that $1,100 mark this morning all the way up to about 1,350 earlier today. Now, yes, we have come back a little bit, but if we look, it seems to have plateaued or at least leveled out a bit. Now, I would encourage you to take a look and continue monitoring this, because on the other side of the coin here, BTC, this is the 7-day stretch. It has continued to have a nice upward climb here over the past 7 days from about 7,100 all the way up to about 83. Now, yes, it has struggled to break through of that. I should take a look here at the 3-day. It struggled to break through there at that $8,300 mark. So if it can break through, it's anyone's guess. We'll have to take a look to see what the volume is going to do. But there seems to be a slow upward trend anyway. So keep an eye on that, because there is potential for a breakout. Now, if we look at the market, you'll notice that Bitcoin Cash is one of the few up in the top 10 here that have made some gains here, and it has to do with this continued slow growth, and it's great to see that volatility die down with BCH, and we will continue to check that out. Otherwise, Dash has made some gains, and if we check out that 24, we'll take a look to see what else has broken out in the last 24 hours here. Zcoin has continued to be up here, and it has dropped slightly, so I guess people are taking advantage of the massive gains that we've had over the past few days. And we will probably continue to see a lot of these coins continue to break out as they reach some new highs and some numbers that we haven't seen in a while. But my main focus right now is watching BTC as well as BCH, because there seems to be some momentum, especially in the mining area here. BCH has just fallen out of that #1 seat. There it goes back up again, but it's continued to dominate the top 3 and at least stay well above BTC. And not only that, but the volatility in the difficulty, so the actual adjustment in that difficulty, you'll notice it's stabilized a bit, and the colors here represent that change in difficulty, so going from green to dark red. Bitcoin Cash seems to be hitting those orange hues, kind of leveling off anyways, so hopefully we can continue to see some consistency and hopefully further gains as that DAA algorithm, or the new algorithm I should say, kicks in even further. Now let's jump over to Bitcoin.com. In the news, I had a pretty interesting article I wanted to show you here with Rick Falkfinch. Now he kind of had a little tongue-in-cheek here. He came out and said, "I'm the CEO of Bitcoin Cash," and there's a really wicked interview if you're interested. I'll leave a link below if you want to check it out. But of course he was just hinting at the fact that we are all volunteers here and there is no one in control, and really it's all permissionless. Anything can happen, and that is the key word here, permissionless. No one is going to prevent you from sending money with Bitcoin Cash, and that's the beauty of this technology. So I'd invite you to check that out. Again, I'll leave a link below. Now, if you haven't picked up the Bitcoin.com wallet, you may notice I spoke about it yesterday, in the sense that they are encouraging Bitcoin Cash as well as offering both Bitcoin Cash and BTC. So I would encourage you to check that out. I've got the wallet now myself, and if you do, I would also encourage you to leave a good review there, because there seems to be a lot of negativity over this, and that would really help out the wallet, I'm sure. But nonetheless, it's a great place to keep and store, and hopefully in the future buy Bitcoin Cash. So I've also had a few questions come my way about ICOs. Now, I did mention the Naga token sale, and if you are interested, there's information on the website, as well as another video I did specifically on this ICO. But we're only about 3 days in here, and you can see that they've almost got rid of half their tokens. So things like this really excite me. Again, this is very, very risky. Not only are ICOs risky in their long-term sense, and if they can be successful, but with the fact that the US government and other governments around the world actually prevent investors from even getting involved with these things. Now, here right now, the ICOs tend to ask if you are a US citizen, but there is no verification of whether or not one speaks the truth. Some projects use geolocation to block U.S. citizens, but those can be bypassed with proxy or VPN. Now, it is possible to prevent U.S. citizens from participating, but these measures have to be taken regardless by the government and by these entities. Now, what that means is that basically they're just doing their due diligence, so the ICOs and those projects do their due diligence. Now, with ICOs being highly risky, a lot of these ICOs that took place in the past didn't prevent any citizens or protections for these citizens, and so now there's certain ICOs that happened in the past that might end up getting bit because of this by the government, and so now ICOs almost need to hire multiple lawyers to work with them in order to prevent this from happening and from them getting in trouble down the road when these rules and regulations might come back to haunt them. So I would encourage you to take this seriously and do your due diligence as well. But with that said, I was on Steemit this morning and noticed that there are articles out there that also point to different alternatives. Now, I'm not encouraging any of these alternatives, but I will leave a link below if you wanted to check this out for your own research, of course. Now, again, I'll continue to monitor the prices here with Bitcoin Cash because clearly we've leveled off and we're sitting nicely just below that $1,300 US mark. And I am using ca.investing.com simply because as a Canadian I find this helpful because you can toggle between the US. You can also sign up and set up portfolios through here. I don't use it myself at that extent, but it does give you the option, as well as for BTC if you're wanting to check this out. I use bitcointicker.co, which is cool because it allows you to toggle between these intervals, allowing you to see instantly what's going on with the prices here. We're on the 10-minute ticker, so you can see exactly what's happening moment to moment, and you can even stretch that out and break it into the different ranges here. So just thought I'd bring that up, but again, we will continue to make these, and if you've been watching and enjoy, please hit that subscribe button. Otherwise, we will see you in the next one.